All right, I'm gonna tell you off the back. I had to go back to my old setup for a little bit, so this is what it is. I'm still getting the news out. Don't fuck with me. All I can tell you is this is secondhand news. It's gonna be a short night, and we gonna meet up again on next week, okay? On Wednesday. So, and for now, let's chill. Oh shit. Hey, how y'all doing? It's me, Kisu. I'm still trying to recover from the crash on my goddamn uh OBS. I haven't been really doing it because all of a sudden I got labs and they've been whooping my ass. So I'm just gonna say this. That's it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move into the first story. Let me close that. And good luck, because I'm tired of this shit. All right, so here's a full timeline on how Nicki Minaj slowly turned to, hey, Joker, girl, I'm telling you right now, I had to go to my old setup. So I'm back with that stupid website until I can try again because Rumble didn't want to do what I needed it to do. And it basically um was willing to show like it was gonna do like all the platforms, but the bastard, oh man, it didn't want to connect. So I'm either gonna have to dismantle that bullshit or something, but I'll figure it out. Right now I'm back on that other shit. We got a short night, so let's talk about this stupid shit here. All right, so we got to talk about Nicki Minaj, this dumbass here, because this political plot twist, it didn't come out of nowhere, but it still feels like a full blown character rewrite nobody asked for. Okay, so boom. Nicki has officially taken what folks are calling a 180-degree turn politically. Honestly, I don't think any of us really needed you in politics. We don't need Cardi B in politics. We don't need any of this shit in politics. Get your ass out of politics, stay in your lane. That's what I mean. This is the same woman who supported Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Now suddenly cozying up with Drumpf and conservative circles like she just switched teams mid-game. Let's walk it down because the timeline is messy. She reposted a TikTok featuring Drumpf's granddaughter using her music. I'm telling you the whole goddamn line. I found a shirt that says, I refuse to argue with people who should have been swallowed. I need that shirt. She started praising Drumpf over the situation involving Christians in Nigeria, which was completely wrong. It was all miscommunication right there. They got it. She got invited by the ambassador, Mike Waltz, to collaborate on religious freedom issues. Are you serious? This is the same chick that made a song called Stupid Hoe. Okay. Then she went over, let's see here now. Her music popped up on an official White House TikTok promoting Trump's policies. Then she went after Gavin Newsom over transgender rights. You do know that's your base, right? That those people are a part of your base. And she pulled up to Turning Point USA like she was on tour, and then got into it with Don Lemon, and it got ugly. Girl, if you ain't a turncoat ever. And I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Why didn't they kick your ass out earlier? Shit. Now here's where it gets really wild. She showed up at a Drumpf event, called herself his number one fan, probably the only one, and got handed something called a Drumpf Gold Card. The fuck is this? Which is basically tied to $1 million fast track citizenship. I said shit. I was right. Concept. Yeah. Pause. And the internet. Oh, they've been dragging her ass. Black folks especially were like, ma'am, what exactly are we doing here? Let me know if you can still see me. This shit told me it stopped recording. I don't give a shit, god dang it. As long as I got some form of recording on YouTube, I'll get this shit done. Fuck. Anyways, let me see here now. Then she went after, Newsom and them. Now here's where it gets wild. Yeah, I said all of that. Man, even folks like Bernice King stepped in with criticism after her TP USA. I see the screen and I hear you. Good. Um, Even her has criticism about that TPUSA appearance. Did you hear the stupid, weird-eyed white lady say that she was more of coveting the white man, the white males? I don't know how the hell the white male man's. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Yeah, she don't care about you or your black male son. That's all I'm saying. And now she's attending the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Oh, Lord, she was at that thing as a Fox News guest. Really? This bitch on Fox News? Okay. Good for you, heifer. Anyway, so let me say this clearly. This isn't just celebrity speaks out. This is alignment with a political machine. Man, I'm so sick of these people, and people are reacting accordingly because one thing about the black community, we're gonna notice when somebody switches sides, and we're definitely gonna talk about it. Heifer, once again, as always, not all skin folk is kinfolk, and this is a proper explanation of what we mean when we say that shit. This heifer here, all she trying to do is take care of her and her own. But isn't that criminal? You're a U.S. citizen, so he married you. Aren't you supposed to be, what you call it, naturalized? Why you got to put your stupid ass into the look? Y'all ain't the motherfuckers that they had in the 60s or the 70s. Y'all are brand new. It looks like it flip-flopped. The leaders lost power and the goddamn youth are not about to be stepped on. So I don't know what to say. But before we continue, I still don't have all my hotkeys in order. I'm going to keep saying what I got to say and fuck whatever is trying to stop me. So here's my commercial. I'll be right back. Girl, let me tell you, last week I did that whole recording thinking that I was still recording. That bitch went down everywhere. Man, all of the shit did not get recorded. I was so mad, and then I was gonna try and re-record, but then it was just like, I'm overwhelmed. I done broke out. That's how sick I am right now. So I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna just leave it in his hands, and we gonna talk about this shit here. Why the fuck is everybody missing? Is all I'm gonna say. Why the fuck can't y'all practice? I'm not endorsing anything. I'm just saying random comments. So this dude here, let me fix that screen. There it is. California teacher ID'd in White House Correspondents' Dinner pew pew. One assignment and you fucked up. Now, this is serious. A 31-year-old California teacher named Cole Allen was arrested. In the meantime, it meant to drop you a note. I saw your post about it. My week's been crazy too. Girl, yeah. I got all I'm doing now is freaking they making me do a training manual, and they're making me do code, some going back into coding and all that stuff. So it's deep. It is deep. I done broke out. It's so deep. Anyways, and then my baby journey, they dragging their fucking feet. So I'm pissed off. Anyways, so Cole Allen was arrested after opening fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in D.C. Let me say that again. He made it close enough to pew pew inside a high-profile government event. So here's what investigators are saying. And wasn't it kind of funny? The motherfuckers did not get the first dude and the first lady out first. Damn. So here, well, the first orangutan. So investigators are saying he assembled a long firearm in a lightly monitored area near the entrance, walked towards the ballroom, opened fire around 8:30, pew-pewed a Secret Service agent at close range. Thankfully, that person is expected to recover, and was arrested shortly after. A lot of people think it's a setup. Some people are saying it's not. I'm just saying practice. That's all I can say. I'm not saying what. I'm just saying practice. I'm not saying who. I'm not saying what. I'm not saying nothing. Just practice is a word. It is a word. Anyways, and people were hiding inside. People were under the table, scrambling, full panic mode. Now here's the part that has folks raising eyebrows. A volunteer said the area where he was putting his weapon together was barely secured. I'm not surprised with this administration. Like, how does that even happen at an event full of politicians, media, and high profile guests? Was Crazy Eyes in charge? That might answer it. I'm just saying. If Crazy Eyes was in charge, that might be what it is. I'm just saying. So, anyways, exactly. These bastards right here. This is a whole group. I don't know what to tell you. It's like watching the Three Stooges, but it's real life, and they fucking holding your life in their hands, damn near. Whew. But Drumpf made a statement saying law enforcement handled it quickly. But let's be real. The bigger question is, how did it get that far in the first place, you jackasses? And why the hell are y'all talking about this is a good excuse for the ballroom? Motherfucker, it was in the White House. Okay? He gonna get to you any kind of way. If he got to you this time, he gonna get to you next time. It don't matter what place. If you don't fucking get your shit together, he gonna do it again. And in today's climate, people are already on edge. This just added fuel to a fire that didn't need help burning. You goddamn idiots. What the hell did you expect? That's all I'm going to say. What the hell did you expect? And as you can see, there goes that little thing in the corner because I'm doing the free thing. I'm going to get through these stories as fast as I can. But hey, the words, some might say it starts with a P. I'm just saying ends with an E. You go ahead. I said it before, but you go ahead and put it in your mind. I'm not telling anybody nothing, but just saying it might help a lot of people in this world. All right, so moving on. I hope I get this right. Let's check it. What's going on over there? It's a damn transition. I don't give a shit. Why the return of firing squads just made death row more dangerous than ever for black Americans. You heard me, firing squads. These motherfuckers are bringing back firing squads. Who in the audacity of caucasity? Oh, god dang y'all. All right, so this is heavy here. The Department of Justice under Drumpf is bringing back firing squads as a method of execution. You evil motherfuckers. Who? What's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. I really got to fix that sound effect because I just want the fuckity fuck. It hurts a lot of motherfuckers, okay? I really got to figure out how to get that. It got me. It got me. Anyways, this shit got me scratching my head. Why? So in 2026, the execution options now include lethal injection, electrocution, and a firing squad. At this point in this country, you're gonna suffer for a while because apparently nobody knows how to straight pew pew. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's pause here because speeding up death penalty cases, that's where the concern comes in. Here's why. Black Americans make up about 42% of death row while only being about 13% of the population. Many wrongful convictions have been overturned, but only after years of appeal. This new approach cuts down that time, meaning what? Less time to catch mistakes, because there's a lot of them in this hating ass country. Less time to fix injustice, and less room for error in a system that already makes errors. It's set up to make errors. Organizations like the ACLU are, hold on, let me get this up here, because, contracts and shit. I'm going to get this to work one day. One day this is going to work fine. But, I can't say any other words because dumbass apparently has a thesaurus, so I can't say certain things. But it's going to be popping. Anyways, um, so let's see here now. Organizations like the ACLU are calling this cruel and extreme, especially bringing back something as graphic as firing squads. And in this day and age, I think that's going to traumatize a whole lot of motherfuckers. But anyways, in the public opinion, support for death penalty. Let me try that again. Support for the death penalty has been dropping for years. So this move isn't just policy, it's a fucking shift in a direction. And a lot of people, especially in our community, feel it's a step backwards. Did y'all hear about this shit? I'm letting y'all now if you didn't hear about this shit. They planning to shoot, no, you know. All right, so we're going to keep moving because I don't know what else to tell you. It's a damn hot mess. Moving on. FEMA has authorized federal funds to help Georgia battle wildfires. Hey, did you hear about that? Let me go shut this damn phone off. We will not. I got used to your ass being shut it up. There you go. I didn't hear about this shit until now. God dang it, because every time I look at the damn news, his ugly ass orangutan face is in my face, okay? So, let's talk about it. Now recently the newspapers have been covering the FEMA funding for Georgia wildfires. The policy discussion has been tied to a World Cup development in Atlanta that pay increases for fire rescue workers, legal cases involving jail neglect, and on the wildfire front, over 11,000 acres have been burned. I didn't hear about this FEMA news. Girl, let's see. It was reported on April 25th from the Atlanta Daily World said this. Um, so let's see here now. More than 1,000 homes have been threatened. FEMA is stepping in to cover up to 75,000%. 75% of firefighting costs. So while the mainstream media is doing what it does, black media is still reporting, still documenting, still advocating, and that matters. Let me go further because apparently this is why. Real Times Media is out here continuing, the black journalism, and apparently, they didn't tell me much on it. They're just talking about the damn newspaper more than this. But let me go find the goddamn story because I'm not gonna sit up here and not give you what you need. Let's see here. Can you hold on? I'm gonna go get a new chat. So I want you to know about this. Can you give me the details on the FEMA funds to Georgia battling wildfires? Because I'm telling you, I didn't see it until today. All right, Nova gonna tell me. That's what the name it chose. I'm just letting y'all know. Nova is gonna tell me what this is going on. Okay, yeah, it says 2026 assistant details. Let's see here now. I will be able to give you all the information in a moment. Because all I've been hearing about is that damn orangutan and his ass, ducking and dodging and now and doing damn, afterwards. I'd be too shook. Okay? I would be too shooketh to be sitting my ass up here trying to have a damn, conference afterwards. What the fuck? And then wonder why people assume that that was a stage thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it is. What that thing you gonna play with me? Let's get this through so I can find out. You still looking? Bitch, you still looking. All right, I'm gonna come back to this shit because I swear I don't know what else to say. This motherfucker is still looking. How you gonna report a story? Well, you know what? I'll call it out. I'll call it out if it ain't real. But from what I've told you, um, I guess they're trying to hide the shit. Let me go back to what I do have. Um, let's see. Basically the Atlanta Daily is now covering the FEMA funding for the Georgia wildfires. I didn't even know there were wildfires, like I said. And everything I told you is what I got so far. I will let you know once this motherfucker lets me know, because it ain't saying shit. I done restarted that motherfucker. But let's keep going. All right, so Representative how do I say this? Mafume Smith advocates for passing the Frederick Douglass Trafficking Victims Prevention and Reauthorization Act. Why the hell isn't one like this already, please? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why don't we have this already? All right, so let's talk about this. I'm still waiting for that damn wildfire information. Maybe it just there's no new information, but it's covering. If you want further information, go to Atlantic, because that's where I got it from. Y'all saw the doggone thing. I didn't make it up. Anyway, so let's talk about this. One of the few moments where both sides of the aisle actually agreed on something meaningful. I just want to know, why is it just now passing? Why hadn't this been done years ago? Anyways, the Frederick Douglass Trafficking Victims Prevention Act is being pushed forward by Kwesi Mfume and Chris Smith. And the goal is to strengthen anti-human trafficking efforts through 2030. Here's what's in it: expanded funding for anti trafficking programs, housing support for survivors, which is huge, mental health services, job training, education programs to help school identify traffic victims, international efforts to stop forced labor and exploitation. I heard there's a lot of that in Dubai. Trafficking of ex-offenders traveling abroad, inclusion of organ trafficking in federal reports, and one thing I appreciate, they actually centered survivor voices in the design of these programs, because leaving a trafficking situation, that's just one step. Healing, rebuilding, reintegrating, that's the real work. And the fact that this is passed committee with unanimous support, that tells you how serious this issue is. It should have been done years ago. I'm still saying that. Millions of people are still trapped in trafficking situations globally. So while politics stay messy, this is one of those rare moments where something actually useful might come out of it. Let me go check this again. This motherfucker's still thinking. I don't know why. Let me try again. Does this motherfucker just keep thinking? Streaming interrupted, waiting for complete message. Whatever they're doing isn't enough. Trafficking is wildly out of control. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm saying, why is this just now passing? It should have been passed a long time ago. This is not new. Do you know how terrifying you must? Ugh. Give me a second here. You tell me. Okay. Sorry about that. I hate going mute. I'm just trying to get that done. All right, so we're gonna go. Okay, finally, I'm gonna move back to that other story. God dang it! So I got information for y'all now. Let me go back to this and let me make it bigger so you can see it. So I can actually tell you the whole story. All right, let me go big, 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 big. All right. Here's a clear up-to-date breakdown of what's going on with FEMA funding for the Georgia wildfires as of this month. What FEMA approved for Georgia wildfires: FEMA approved Fire Management Assistance Grants, that's FMAG, for major fires in South Georgia. Pineland Road Fire, Clinch and Eccles County. Highway 82 Fire, Brantley County. These are the main federal funds currently being used for the to fight the fires. What these FEMA funds actually do: these grants are not direct payments to residents yet. They are designed to support firefighting and emergency responses, including paying for the firefighters and emergency crews, equipment, air tankers, bulldozers, etc., evacuation support, and logistics overtime and operational costs. FEMA typically covers up to 75% of the eligible firefighting cost. Why FEMA stepped in is fires have burned through thousands of acres and threatened thousands of homes. Dozens of homes already destroyed, with evacuations across multiple counties. Georgia declared a state of emergency in 90 plus counties due to extreme drought and wildfire spread. FEMA steps in when a fire is large enough that it could become a major disaster. What people often get confused about is FEMA money equals helping fight the fire response phase. Not yet. Right now, it's direct. It is not direct cash to victims. For individuals to get direct FEMA aid, like housing cash assistance, the president would need to approve a major disaster declaration. That cheap bastard probably won't. Could more FEMA help be coming? Yes, possibly. Officials have already said that additional FEMA support may be requested if things worsen. If damage keeps increasing, Georgia could qualify for individual assistance, housing repairs, public assistance, infrastructure building. The current funding right now is firefighter grants. Who's getting is the state and local agencies. And I already told you about the 75%. That's the news on that. Let me continue on and bring this down so I can move on to the next story. All right. So after Zoran Mamdani and his wife have basically have been called out like motherfuckers, his wife more than him, apparently they have decided to get some of our folks to represent. So let's check this out. I don't know what this button is. Ah, jeez. Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Fuck it. Good enough for me. Zoran Mamdani appoints Shanta Smith Cruz as city records keeper. So this one right here is because this isn't mess. This is black excellence sliding into position. New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani made some key appointments, and one name you need to remember is Shanta Smith Cruz. Black lesbian librarian archivist. Basically, don't let the quiet profession fool you. She's been doing the work. She's now heading the Department of Records and Information Services, and if you think that's boring, baby, the department controls who gets access to history and how it's told. That's fucked up. That's power right there. Fuck off. And let's be clear. Nearly 20 years in the game, former dean at Barnard College Library worked to expand access for incarcerated folks, helped preserve black queer history through Salsa Soul Sisters. That's not a resume. It's a mission statement, y'all. So let me see. Whatever they're doing isn't enough because trafficking. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Okay. Meanwhile, the mayor also appointed Paul Ochoa to handle infrastructure and construction, and 11 to oversee city operations. Translation: they're stacking the team with people who actually understand how the system works, not just how to talk about them. And I'm gonna say this gently. When black women are put in positions tied to records, access, and truth, yeah, some narratives about to get corrected real quick. All I got to say is, if he get that damn city fixed up, y'all motherfuckers better hurry up and learn from it, because this shit right here in the White House is not working. Not at all. Moving on. Remember when I told y'all about this well, if you remember, if y'all were here, I reported last time or tried to report. This dude is a politician. He basically got arrested because he was protesting the scam that people were doing on old folks and other people taking their brownstones. That's what I have to say. So now Mamdani has stepped in. Days after Chi Ose's arrest, Mamdani launches Deed Theft Prevention Office in continued outreach to communities. So hopefully this gets some people's property back because that shit is ridiculous. Now, this is personal because this is about people getting their homes stolen on paper. Yeah, you heard me right. Mayor Mamdani just launched the Office of Deed Theft Prevention, and honestly, it's overdue because scammers have been out here forging documents, targeting elderly homeowners, pressuring people into fake deeds, snatching generational wealth like it's a clearance sale. What the fuck? And guess who's getting hit the hardest? Black and brown homeowners, of course. The numbers don't lie. Around 3,500 complaints in less than a decade. And some of these neighborhoods, Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, places where black families built something from nothing. Now the office is being led by attorney Peter White, someone who's actually been in the trenches helping people fight this mess. I think you're from the devil if you came up with this mess. Let's see here now. And here's what stood out to me. The theft of a home is the theft of a family's future. That's a fact, okay? Because once the paperwork flips, you're not losing property, you're losing legacy. Now, side note, this move came right after a city council member got arrested. That's him right there, and eviction for protesting an eviction tied to one of these cases. So yeah, pressure created action. I'm so glad, and I'm not mad at it. I'm so glad these people might possibly get their shit back because how dare you, you lazy ass bastards? Good grief. You are, man, you know who does that? Animals. Animals do that shit. They steal other motherfuckers' stuff so that they're, never mind what the other person did to have that. What the other animal did. Animals do that shit. I see it all the time in animal shows. What are you telling me? You're an animal. That's what you're telling me. Dirty bastards. Moving on. Let me see. What's the next story? So I know. Okay, this one is kind of trigger warning, y'all. Trigger warning. This next one is really deep. A baby under a car, 8 children dead, and we're still debating whooping children. I think, if anything, we should be worrying about these kids and the parents. They, some need to be said. So we're going to shift this tone real quick because it's heavy, heavy. April is supposed to be Child Abuse Prevention Month, but for Black children, it's been a nightmare. Let me walk you through what's been happening. A 4-month-old baby in Mississippi was found under a car after his own mother threatened to unalive him. 2 Black teens lost both parents in a murder, self-deletion murder, and 8 children in Louisiana were unalived by someone who was supposed to protect them. Thank you. I told you it was dark. And if your chest just tightened, good, because that means you're still human. Now here's what's not being said loud enough. Black children are dying from abuse at 3 times the rate of white children. More than 10 Black children a week. But instead of focusing on that, people are online arguing about gender wars. Sorry, I was trying to find that earlier. No problem. Gender wars, relationship drama, who's right, who's wrong. Meanwhile, kids are getting hurt in silence. And I'm going to step on a few toes real quick. When grown folks normalize discipline as hitting, yelling, breaking a child down, that teaches pain as communication and fear. One thing I will say about whooping, I do stand by that, but I will say you have to understand you can't go cuckoo. You have to understand that you are using this as a deterrent. You are not supposed to hit the child when you're pissed at them, because then you're going to cause some serious issues. You got to talk about some things. You got to explain to them, look, this is the repercussion. I gave you warning after warning after warning. This is repercussion. Do you want something worse? Because jail and death are worse. Now, let me explain. Pain doesn't just disappear, it does grow up. Now, yes, some of these situations involve mental health struggles, poverty, and postpartum issues. But let me be clear about one thing. Understanding the cause does not erase the damage because those kids, they don't get to debate theory. They live the consequences, and we have got to stop acting like this is normal. Once again, like I said, I do not promote, just going off on a kid for no damn reason. If the child is not listening to you after you've talked to them several times and you've tried other ways, then Bible says spare the rod, spoil the child. But that does not mean go cuckoo because you pissed off at the child. There's a whole difference there, okay? You need to talk to this kid and let him know, look, what's about to happen, I don't like it, but you have pushed me to this limit. And if you continue to do this, this could get worse or, jail or, not there. I'm trying to stop you from going in that direction. Let's not get to this point again. I believe it could be possible. Maybe it's because I was raised by a boomer. I don't know, but this is where I stand. No, I'm not going to abuse my kid, but if they act a damn fool, I will lead them in the right direction. So, by any healthy means necessary, before y'all start some shit. Let's move on. We're going to go ahead and go into the people that are basically terrorizing black folks. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Y'all couldn't hear me. Um, let's move to Florida and this ugly bastard here. So, Governor Ron DeSantis, thanks to sanctimonious if you ask me, just signed a bill banning DEI programs in local government. So, goodbye to white lady jobs because I don't think we benefited from any of the shit this jackass would allow. I'm just saying. So that means no diversity offices, no equity initiatives, no inclusion programs, no funding tied to any of it. Basically, we don't want to talk about inequality, so let's just erase the conversation. That's the energy. And the excuse, whoo, that DEI is divisive. How the hell is that divisive? One of the letters literally means inclusive. How does that work? Lord, we're in bizarro world and I hate it. I want out. I want the fuck out of this shit. Um, and meanwhile, critics are including the NAAC leadership are like, sir, you are one of the out of touch. And let's zoom out for a second, okay? This isn't just Florida. This is part of a bigger trend rolling back DEI across the country. Once I figure out these classes enough to have a balance, I will do more FBA exodus because this shit, I'm telling you, we got to go. Um, States it started in colleges, now it's moving into government, and at the same time they also signed a bill blocking climate related policies and emission regulations. So let me translate that real quick. Let's focus on equality, let's focus on environment because I really think they got a space already hooked up on Mars because they keep talking about Mars, and more don't question the system energy. And honestly, at this point, nobody's shocked anymore. That's an ugly ass bastard. Once again, why are they all ugly? He looks like, what the fuck? He looked like a bulldog. This dude look like a straight up bulldog. You mangy mutt. Ugh. I told you. They don't act like humans. They act like animals. I'm just saying. Okay, so this bitch is back. You remember when I reported on the bitch that was getting ready to sue for a program for black mothers who are basically at a disadvantage in life in general? Look at this shit. That bitch back. White grievance and the direct attack on black maternal health. So, I need y'all to sit down for him just on this one. Y'all need to just sit down because the level of audacity, it's almost impressive. A woman named Sylvia Lopez Navarro. That's a white lady though, mind you. She has a Spanish last name, but she white. Filed a lawsuit because she was denied access to a program designed specifically for black mothers. The program, Black Infant Health. And before anybody starts with that sounds unfair, let me give you the reality. Black women are 3 times more likely to die during pregnancy. In California, almost 4 times more likely. Black babies die at a higher rate even when moms are educated and financially stable. So this program exists to save lives, period. And instead of saying, wow, that's needed, this bitch here said, I want in. Now the lawsuit claims discrimination, but critics are calling it what it is: misuse of reverse racism, centering yourself in a crisis that isn't yours, attacking a life saving space for black women. And one line from the situation hit hard. Calling this program discriminatory is like complaining firefighters aren't spraying your house while another one is on fire. Exactly. And here's the bigger issue. If lawsuits like this win, programs designed to address real racial disparities could disappear. And that doesn't just affect one group. That sets a precedent that hurts everybody trying to fix inequality. So it's not just us, okay? Asians, Hispanics, y'all better get the hell up and fight against this shit. Jewish people, y'all always talking about anti-Semitism. If you feel like you've been oppressed, y'all better figure this shit out because I know y'all all got specific groups for you and specific funds for you. So don't think that this is gonna stop. Somebody gonna get uppity and feel like, hey, Asian people, my eyes look kind of like yours, even though my background ain't like yours, and I want in. The audacity. Anyways, moving on. This dumbass here. Drumpf has accused Obama of treason in a social media rant. Bitch, you said it was good someone died. You are a fucking demon. You are evil incarnate. If it wasn't for the fact that we haven't seen it yet, I would say you are the Antichrist. If anything, you're the harbinger. You fucking evil fuck. All right. So somebody needs to wake up and choose. Somebody woke up and chose chaos, okay? Because Drumpf went on a late night posting spree accusing Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton of treason. Are you still there, Joker? I just want to know, because if you dropped or something and I'm sitting up here, I just want to know so I know whether or not this shit is still recording. Because I got 2 places I need to make sure I can get this shit back from. All right. So, anyways, let's see. Not the disagreement, not criticism, treason. Now, according to him and a Fox News segment, there are declassified documents. Okay, good. Declassified documents suggesting Obama and Clinton plotted to tie him to Russia back in 2016. Sir, you tied yourself to him. How the hell? Oh, okay, cool. How the hell you gonna sit up there and say they're trying to tie you? You tied yourself, you ignorant bastard. Mind you, this is the same Russia investigation that has already been investigated, debated, dissected, and argued for years. But here we are again. And he didn't stop there. He shared posts calling for people to be prosecuted. Posted memes basically saying, why hasn't anyone been arrested yet? Suggested the 2020 election should be erased completely. Bitch. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, erased like a bad tweet. Well, somebody can't say that. You can't say that. And let me just say this. Orange lives don't matter. They really don't. When a former president starts throwing around words like treason, see, AI called him a former president. I didn't call him that shit. AI did that shit because AI is doing my script. I do 2 researches. So AI just said this bitch is former. Anyways, when a dumbass starts throwing around words like treason casually, that's not a political talk. That's dangerous fucking language. I don't like that, man. I don't like that orangutan because you've got millions of people listening, and some of them don't hear opinion, they hear action. They're dumb as hell. They have been brainwashed. That is escalation because these motherfuckers might actually go after that man. I'm glad he has his own secret service. Oh my goodness, I can't stand these people so much. I can't. And then this motherfucker, I need y'all to see this motherfucker's face because if he ever comes into your town, you need to hit the ground for real, for real. This dude right here, yeah, this jackass is an ex-cop arrested for allegedly planning mass pew-pew of black people. Look at his face. All I can say is please practice more. Please put more practice in. Yes, practice is a great word. I just want to say practice is the word of the day. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying practice is the word of the day. Because if you don't, jackasses like this might come for you and your family. This asshole here. So you want to know who he is? We're going to talk about it. This right here, this could have been devastating. A former police officer, Christopher Gillum, was arrested after planning a mass pew-pew targeting black people at the New Orleans Jazz Fest. Just let that sink in, y'all. Not a random, not unclear, but targeted. And the only reason we're not talking about a tragedy right now, his own family reported him. Thank God. Thank you to the family of this dumbass bastard. Whew, I hope those people didn't need to get swallowed, but I don't know what to say. They didn't need to get swallowed, but if you got, yeah, there's a conundrum. But anyways, that's what saved lives. Here's what authorities found: a hand force multiplier, over 200 rounds of ammunition, plans to travel to the festival, and intent to carry out an attack and be unalived by police. And the most chilling part, he told people he wanted to go unalive black folks out loud. He had a plan. He had a plan. Now, here's where it gets even more uncomfortable. This man worked in law enforcement for years. Officer, detention officer, sheriff's officer, and nobody caught this mindset. Man, see, this is what I'm saying. Y'all need psychiatrists when y'all get these motherfuckers because y'all are not catching y'all are not the right people. The bad people are the ones working for you. Nobody caught this. Of course, nobody took it seriously until it was almost too late because one officer literally said they couldn't detain him earlier because there was no victim yet. Yeah, but we're the problem. Every time we're the problem. So we wait for a victim now? That's the system, right? Meanwhile, Jazz Fest brings in nearly 500,000 people. That could have been a massacre instead of a warning. Uh-huh. And I'm going to say this plainly. Look at his face. Make sure you see this face because if they let this weirdo out, might try it again. If you see this motherfucker, get your children, your wife, your husband, your partner, and run. This motherfucker is not sane. But we're the problem. Motherfucker. Anyways, I'm going to say this plainly. We need to stop acting surprised when racism shows up in systems that were never built to remove it. Let me say once again, the police department that we have started off as the KKK and the bastards that were chasing after not even that, these were the bastards that were chasing for runaway slaves. They became the police. Go check out your history. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'm telling you. All right, that is it for the ones that are terrorizing us. Now we're about to do stupid games and stupid prizes, but the first game is more of me basically telling y'all I told you so. This is more of a us. They fucked around and they didn't think this bastard would do it. Whew, but no, this ain't the one, but you'll see. Anyways, check this out. All right, so online erupts in support as black senators hold RFK Jr.'s feet to the fire, as you should. This dumb motherfucker here. Whoo, I'm not gonna lie. This one is satisfying. Ugh. Health Secretary Wormhead Jr., well, he's the only one with a worm, but still, he's a junior, got pulled into a congressional hearing, and black lawmakers said, yeah, we got questions, and we're not sugarcoating nothing. Don't this motherfucker look like he could crack at any moment? Like, if you touched him, he would just crackle into dust. I think that's what he looks like. He looks like he would crackle into dust and creepy ass eyes. This motherfucker got a worm in his head, but he has a top job. How is that possible? Damn it. All right, so let's roll the highlights. Raphael Warnock told him straight up, you are dangerous to the American public. Angela also Brooks pulled receipts on his past comments about black children being violent. Mark Vesey or Vesey, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, he looks like he's already cracked. He is cracked. He's cracked in the head, sawing off the penile organs of raccoons, you weirdo. What the fuck did the raccoon do to you? Or was it a possum? I don't know. I don't care. And Mark Vesey said, you have blood on your hands, and you could feel the room shift because this was accountability, y'all. Meanwhile, RFK Jr., Wormhead himself, tried to deflect, blame past administration, talk in circles, and breathe really loud. Did y'all hear him breathing? Oh my God. Where's my sound effects? I need to see if that one's there because, oh, the way he just breathed, it was like, man, shut the hell up, please. You sound absolutely horrible, man. I don't have it. Fuck, because I mean, you need. That shit is gross. That's all I can say. Anyways, and on and social media, oh, they were living for it. There are clips that went viral of black lawmakers doing what a lot of folks feel like nobody else is doing, saying the quiet part out loud. And one comment online summed it up perfectly. Black leaders always end up saying what everybody else is scared to say. Whoo! And that's a hearing. Because this motherfucker wanted to have our babies reparented, put into fucking work. Fuck you. I don't care what kind of angle you trying. You're not getting my baby. Fuck you. Fucking devil. Brain. And he ain't even got a whole brain. How does that work? Moving on. See this shit right here. Never trust these motherfuckers. The GOP has passed a bill eliminating Calvin Duncan's office. I told you. Never trust these motherfucking dirty ass bastards. We was okay until that damn Democrat got out of office. Look what they did to this man. This is the kind of story that makes people side-eye the whole system. I can't believe y'all let that shit happen. I hope he sues. I hope he sues, and I hope he gets Ben Crump, because Ben Crump is always there. I hope. So, a man named Calvin Duncan, wrongfully convicted, spent decades in prison, finally exonerated, ran for office in Louisiana, and he won. Only for lawmakers to say, yeah, we're going to eliminate that position before you even start. Excuse me? So here's what happened. He was elected to be clerk of criminal court. Before he could take office, the state passed a bill merging offices, which conveniently erased his job. You dirty motherfucking boo. And they're trying to say it's not personal. Okay. Let's talk about Duncan for a second. He was convicted in 1981. I was born that year. Maintained his innocence. Finally exonerated in 2021. I hope he got a lot of money. Ran for office to help people access records and prove wrongful convictions. And you already heard about that damn firing squad. So basically, he wanted to fix the exact system that failed him. And suddenly, the position needs to disappear immediately. Democrats called it dangerous, said it sets a bad precedent because it absolutely does. You don't change the rules after the election just because you don't like who won, you dirty bastards. See, these people playing dirty. I'll hand it to them. They playing the game to win. Man, we need a new damn game is what we need. Fuck what you heard. I need a new game. Where's the board games? Fuck it. I'll make the game. Fuck. Man. Man, you don't change the rules after you. Man, this is just manipulation overall. This is some dirty ass shit. I told y'all. Some dirty ass shit these motherfuckers doing. Dirty. Moving on. How Democrats are within striking distance of a Senate takeover. Please, please win. Fucking please win. Because I promise you, I'm trying hard not to cross the border of Canada. I don't give a damn. You can call me whatever back you want. Man, yes, flip the goddamn table, damn it. Flip the table, get an axe, crush that damn table, destroy that fucking table, go get some wood. Let's make a new damn table, our own fucking table. But before we leave, let's stamp on that other table one more damn time with some mud on our foot. Yeah, and grind that bitch in. I hope it was cherry wood. Anyways, how Democrats are within striking distance of a Senate takeover. So let's talk strategy real quick. Democrats are looking at the Senate like we might actually be able to take this back. And for the first time in a while, it's not just talk. They need to flip 4 seats to take control. Please take control. Please, God, take control. I need to be able to come out the house. My baby hair is turning white. I don't know why, but the baby hair, not the rest of the hair, the baby hair is turning white. Do you know how disturbing that is? Man. And I got natural baby hair. Shit. And that means somebody scraped the shit out of my forehead for about 3 years till it stayed. Anyways, and right now they're gaining ground in places people didn't expect. We're talking about Ohio, which is very racist, more than I expected. Alaska. Oh shit. I had a cousin lived in Alaska. He was probably the only black dude. North Carolina and Maine. I'm trying to move to Maine. States that usually lean red, now looking a little competitive. And a big part of that, public frustration. Nobody can drive anywhere now. I still think I got a flat tire, but I'm gonna go drive my flat tire ass to the mechanic down the street when the next month flips over and I get some money. Anyways, because Drumpf's approval ratings are dropping between war tension, policy backlash, DEI rollbacks, economic concerns, he is so out of touch. Because right after there was that, he's talking about, see, we need to have a ball. We need to have a ballroom. No, dumbass, he still would have got in, jackass. Anyways, and nobody's wanted one for no 150 years. Nobody's wanted one for a year. But you. Anyways, people are looking around like, yeah, we might need a different direction. Now, will it actually flip? It's too early to call, but I'm praying for it. Well, one thing is clear. The next election cycle it's not gonna be quiet, and both sides know it. All right, I'm telling y'all right now, get gas masks just in case, okay? Because these assholes are literally still talking about sending them dumbasses from ICE over. Get gas masks. Get a taser that can be concealed just in case these bastards move their floppy whale-like bodies onto you and break something. Protect yourself is what I'm saying. Because these motherfuckers are dumb. I just want to say my IQ is between 121 and 127, and that's after I've gotten bored with the fucking thing. That test is stupid as hell. I'm just saying. And guess who made it? But that damn test is boring as fuck. I get bored halfway through, and I always score somewhere around 120 something. Okay? So, I have a headache. All right, moving on. Marissa Bode calls out airline blatant segregation after being denied passage on flight due to disability. I don't know who the hell this woman is, but apparently she's from Wicked. That's great. I didn't watch either of those shits. I told you I got issues with people with no eyebrows. My mama ain't got none. I'ma stare at her until she writes some on her. I'm not gonna be cool about that shit. You ain't got no eyebrows. I'm staring, and I'm not staring for good. So I did not watch that damn movie. But this chick is from that movie, apparently. So actress Marissa Bode, I hope I said that right, or Bode, who you might recognize from Wicked for Good, got denied boarding on a flight. Why? She's good enough for passing, if you ask me. I think she passes the what you call it, the paper bag test. She's around about that color. But she couldn't stand. Why? Because she couldn't stand. She got denied boarding because she couldn't stand. Now let that sit for a second. That is so much discrimination. She uses a wheelchair. She's paralyzed from the waist down. And airline staff told her she couldn't board because she couldn't physically stand up to get on the plane. In 2026, I have watched people push people onto the damn plane. There has never been a problem. I've walked past the motherfuckers who have been pushed onto the plane. What the hell? They have better seats than I do. And she couldn't get on? Where's Ben Crump? Where the hell's Ben Crump? Now, the excuse they gave, all our planes use stairs. Her wheelchair was too heavy. It was 35 pounds, basically a carry-on with attitude. Here's the part that really burns me up. They knew she was coming. Her team had already told them. So what exactly was the plan? Just hope she magically stood up, you jackasses? Marissa called it what it is. Blatant segregation. And honestly, she's not wrong. Not at all. Because let me see what you said. I don't believe this story. Nobody would say this today. That's what I'm saying. I hope she sues. If this is true, I hope she sues. Cause I've watched these people push people up on those motherfuckers. They can't have stairs. What kind of flight was it? Anyways, because when seriously, she's not wrong, because when the system consistently ignores disabled people until the last second, that's a pattern, damn it. And now she had to take a 3-hour car ride, extra cost, extra stress, just to get where she needed to go. They need to pay her back for all of that shit. She said this happens almost every time she flies. The fuck? And that right there is a real issue. Where are you flying? Who is setting up your flight? Somebody does not like you. Not miscommunication. A system that still treats disabled people like an afterthought? No. That's what I'm saying. Accommodations all the way. I worked for Greyhound and they had accommodations. We got the call before they even popped up. We knew at least 2 hours ahead of time. This is who's getting off the bus. We need to make sure they're the first one on that bitch. Where is she flying from? Who is she flying with? Because I ain't never heard that shit before. Do you know how long you got to stand in line on the plane when there's accommodations being needed? And then there's always about 3 people who got kids that need to have a stroller. Come on now. I don't know what flight she's on. I need her to tell us what airline this is that does this to her. Talking about every time. Who the hell? Now see this shit here? I done told y'all before. You cannot take your trees out of the country and think you will be okay. Did y'all not learn from the last 2 knuckleheads? Jesus Christ. Here we go again. This chick now stuck in Bali. Why? We need to follow that story closely. But look at this heifer here, stuck in Bali. I keep telling y'all, I understand. If y'all can't, don't go. I'm sorry, but you can't keep this shit up. Go to the embassy. Don't take your ass to that land. Okay. A black woman from Ohio is currently facing years in prison in Bali over a marijuana charge. And if you know anything about international drug laws, you already know this is not the US. I keep telling y'all motherfuckers, stop it. And leave your weed at home. Figure that shit out when you get over there. But leave your shit at home. Because whatever they got, Man, just get drunk while you over there. If that's the case, stay drunk. If you got to be disassociated, stay drunk while you out there. Take pictures and somebody video it so you can remember that shit, because you're probably going to be shit ass drunk. Just don't take the weed with you. Fuck. We had 2 celebrities already in jail. Y'all don't learn. Fuck. I said it the last time too. She's not getting a slap on the wrist. No, just pay a fine and go home. We're talking serious prison time. And she's a pretty lady. This trip was supposed to be a birthday celebration for her mother. Instead, you gave your mother a nightmare. That's what you basically did. You gave your mother a nightmare. Congratulations. You didn't think, and this is what's going on. It turned into what's being described as a full-blown nightmare. See, I told you. And I got to say this for the people in the back. What's legal here can absolutely ruin your life somewhere else. Did I not say that the last time? Because countries like Indonesia, they do not play about drugs. Did you not hear about the kid that got caned with the, he did the vandalizing and he got his ass whooped, literally whooped. Good dang it. If you can afford to go to these places, please act accordingly. Leave your drugs at home. Marijuana shouldn't be addictive, so you should be able to live without it for a while. Why did they have to tell you? Because it's always a black person doing this shit for some reason. I know it's not, but they like to catch these motherfuckers. Black folks, if you watching this, spread the fucking word. Leave your marijuana at home if you trying to be a big stepper. Shit. I went to Japan, Korea. I had already smoked marijuana before. But guess what? I didn't get in trouble because I didn't bring any. Oh, y'all make me want to say woosah so bad. Moving on. Where did my I shut it off. Let me put it back on. Oh, god dang it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I hate this. I hate this. It will not shut up. I forgot I was still on this. All right. Emory University bans law student over Ross's threatening emails. Now, I tried to report this last time, and I thought I did report it, but maybe it got cut off. I don't know. But luckily, somebody reported it again the day after. All right. So, let's move, because that goofy ass woman, that damn woman sitting up there talking about she gonna go to Bali and she gonna take the medicine. Wait a minute. I missed something. Apparently, let me go back. I missed something. This heifer. We back. Okay, so apparently she didn't have a little bit either, and they don't do recreation, and it was not just for her. They had no excuses, and I hate what's happening, but yeah, like it wasn't something big. It wasn't big. But this girl right here, yeah, like I said, learn from these motherfuckers. Leave your weed at home. You don't need it. This the shit here. Okay, now I didn't get to say it at like I wanted to say it or whatever because they keep trying to stop me. Let's continue. So, Ross's law student banned. I'm so glad. Now let's talk about Emory University, because this situation, it didn't start yesterday, and that's the problem. A law student named Milano. Oh, you getting called out, Milano. Milano Wayne has been permanently banned after sending out violent racist emails threatening minorities. Is this a man or a woman? I can't tell from that name. We're talking racial slurs, violent language, white supremacist ideology. You better be white, because I'm sick of you motherfuckers not being white and still doing that bullshit. You turncoat bastards. And students were like, yeah, no, this is not normal. The university finally stepped in and said, you're banned completely. But here's where the side eye comes in. They already knew about this student since last year. Bitch, you playing in our faces. What the fuck? Stop playing. And not only that, it's a guy. He had already been banned once before for similar behavior and was still allowed to attend school remotely. So let's get this straight. You knew he had these beliefs. You saw the behavior. You still kept this fucker around. And that's why students are frustrated. because it shouldn't take escalation to threat level. Somebody need to smack that motherfucker. Go send, like, no, I'm not gonna say that. Just if you know the dude and he's just practice is all I can say. Practice, practice in the gym, practice in the lanes, practice, just practice. Mhm. Just practice. That's all I can say. Go talk with the NPR and the NRA and practice. That's all I'm saying. A graduate even says something that hit hard. When someone uses racial slurs like that, it signals potential violence. Exactly. Words like that don't exist in a vacuum, and if schools want to be safe places, they've got to act like it. And if not, not react, and don't react late, because otherwise you're gonna be wondering, why didn't I say something before it happened? You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see here now. Okay, so that's it for the stupid games, I believe. Let me bring that down. Yeah, that's it for the stupid games. We're about to do that lovely part 3 of the conversation between yes, practice. Always practice, y'all. That's the new word of the day. Practice. If you don't want to practice, that's fine, but you need to practice. I promise you, you need to practice. Anyways, we're going to have a historic video, the part 3 of the conversation with we're going to have a whole lot of parts. That's all I'm saying. Um that'll keep people. A conversation between James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni. Please enjoy. All right, that was a black moment. We will continue another 5 minutes next week. Now, before we continue, I'm gonna go ahead and do my commercial. As always, if you like what I'm doing, thank you so much. If you don't like what I'm doing and you have a suggestion for me, please just respectfully let me know, and I will take that to heart, and I might actually listen. Otherwise, it's not gonna be pretty. That's all I'm gonna say. So check out my commercial, and I'll be right back with business news. I'll be right back. It's just All right. This one is basically what we need to know about how Ryan Clark went from NFL star to media mogul. Maybe we can follow him and get our shit together in the business world cuz there's apparently more of us out there. So, it's a win and I love it for us. Ryan Clark went from NFL player to a full-on media force and didn't miss a step. 13 seasons, Super Bowl champ, and now ESPN analyst, host of NFL Live, co host of the Pivot podcast. And let me tell you, the Pivot, that's not just sports talk. That's a space where black men are actually having real conversations. And that's what we need. Not just stats or highlights. We're talking mental health, identity, life after sports. And one episode with former NBA player Michael Beasley that set the tone for everything: raw, honest, and unfiltered. That's why the podcast blew up, over 1 million subscribers, top sports podcast rankings, because people don't just want commentary anymore. They want real. And Ryan Clark figured that out early. Now he's about to lead coverage for the 2026 NFL draft, and you already know he's coming styled, sharp, and ready. See, practice. I told you, practice. From the field to the mic to culture. That's how you pivot. This man is working, and all I can say is good job, sir, because we need more people like you in the ranks. I'm trying to get up there. Good grief, they trying to stop me, though. Whew, Lord. Let's see here now. All right, so now we're gonna pivot to something more culture wise. These next two stories I believe are culture wise, so we're gonna be cultural about them and we're gonna give them their flowers. So give me a second so I can get that right one up here. Let's see here now. There they go. Roses. I didn't realize I was quiet. They tell me about the abuse. I wish I could tell them to run. So this is basically accounts of women that were told to stay and pray. No, don't stay. Please don't stay. If somebody is throwing you around like a rag doll, you know damn well your body ain't rag doll ish. Get the hell out. So, a crisis counselor, Reverend Dorothy Boulware, is speaking out after hearing story after story of abuse inside so called Christian households at that. And let me tell you something. These aren't just arguments. These are women being physically hurt, emotionally broken down, and silenced using scripture. I hate that. Stop using the Most High as a crutch, please. Stop using him as a prop. He is not a prop. And he's not an excuse either. And the part that hits the hardest, people around them, friends, church folks, even pastors were telling them, submit to your husband. Not if he's trying to take you out. He does not have that jurisdiction. Nope, nope, he does not. Even when he's hurting them. Oh no, that's not faith. That's manipulations. That's manipulation, okay? This reverend said something real. She said prayer is not enough because at some point you need truth, you need action, you need a way out. And another thing we got to stop saying is give me a second here. I got to get my script down here. I'm telling you right now, and another thing we got to stop saying is why doesn't she just leave? Because that's what I would say, but I understand because leaving ain't always simple. I understand. Sometimes you don't have the money. Sometimes you don't have a safe place. Fear of retaliation, children involved, all of those things can hold you back. I understand. But please do not try to stay. Make a plan of leaving systematically. Find a way. I'm sure there's some resources. You got to go. I promise you, you got to go. Sometimes survival looks like staying long enough to plan. And that's what I say, plan. And that takes courage too. So let's be clear. God is not asking anybody to sit there and suffer. Love does not look like harm. He doesn't tell you that either. And anybody using faith to keep someone trapped, man, they twisting it. Just like these crazy ass orangutans in the damn White House. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Now, this next story is more of hopeful because Gen Z is wilding the fuck out. So, a no holds barred mentorship reality check for Gen Z. So, this has got a little attitude to it, and I'm not mad. There's a whole conversation happening right now about Gen Z and mentorship, and the message is basically y'all want guidance, but y'all don't want to earn it. Hey, what can I tell you? I've been told to earn shit my whole life, damn it. All I wanted was a rubber ball, and I couldn't get it. But now, before anybody gets mad, hear me out. This article breaks it down like this: mentorship is not a handout, a guaranteed connection, or a put me on situation. It's a privilege, meaning you got to show effort first because mentors, they're busy. They built something already and they're not going to waste their fucking time. Believe me, people do not like when you waste their fucking time. So don't play in their face. Please don't. They're not just sitting around like, who can I coach today? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You bring the work, they bring the wisdom. And one line had me like, okay, confidence is not a substitute for competence. Let me say that again. Confidence is not a substitute for competence. Ooh, because knowing TikTok trends and speaking your truth in therapy, that doesn't automatically translate into professional excellence. And mentors, they're not here to clap for everything you do. They're here to challenge you, correct you, sometimes hurt your feelings a little bit, respectfully, because growth requires friction. So yeah, if you want mentorship, you got to show consistency, discipline, and initiatives, not just vibes. I swear to God, if you come near me with just vibes, I will walk away from your ass. I will block you. I will block you physically and virtually. Stay the hell away from me. I don't want you near me. Here's your papers. You've been served. There you go. I'm just saying. Hold on, give me a second here. Okay. Anyways, that's that for that. We're gonna move on into celebrity news. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and do my promo. This is a black-owned company. If you like your lips glossing, if you like CBD, you might like this. So check it out. It's something for you. First, here goes the promos. All right, so that is CBD Honey Lips. You can find her on Twitch, Threads, and Instagram. Now we're gonna move on into this. Like I said, it's a short night. We gonna beat that 2 hours. I bet you that much. So let me move the story over, and I hope this is the right key. If not, oh well. Ain't nobody got time for that. It was, thank God. So Jermaine Jackson could be forced to pay more than $6 million in shocking lawsuit. This man looks terrible. Do you see his skin? He don't look real at all. Folks, black people, please take care of your skin. Yeesh. He ain't got no earlobes either. Got plenty of eyebrows. What kind of hairstyle is that, anyways? Oh my God, is that no? It's no ponytail. What kind of hairstyle is this? I don't understand what's happening here. I really don't. It's terrifying me. But anyways, we're stepping into some serious allegations here. Jermaine Jackson is facing a lawsuit tied to an alleged essay from 1988. I was 7. A woman named Rita Butler Barrett says he forced his way into her home and assaulted her. Dude, why would you do that? Didn't you have money at that time, or were you still getting your ass whooped? I think you had money at that time. As she says, she reported it at the time to Barry Gordy, but nothing happened. Now, fast forward to today, she filed suit. Today? Man, you should have been done that again. Yes, exactly. He always looks like he looks. Ugh. That is terrifying. Who did that to your hair? Should not do that. I don't think that's real hair. Okay, it says recording will end in 30 minutes. I'll be done before 30 minutes. Anyways, so she nothing happened. Now fast forward to today, she filed claims there was a cover up, says business relationships were protected over accountability, and here's where it gets messy. Jermaine hasn't responded to the lawsuit at all. So now she's asking the court for a default judgment, meaning he could lose automatically. She's seeking 6.5 million in damages. Does he have that money? I mean, his sons just did a movie, but does he have that money? Because if you don't show up to defend yourself, the court can move without you. And the timing is wild because his son is out here getting praise playing Michael Jackson in a biopic. He looks plastic as hell. I promise you, all 3 of his sons look plastic as hell. It's scary. While this is unfolding in the background, and now let's be clear, this is an allegation, but it's serious. And cases like this remind people why accountability conversations don't just disappear with time. Now this next one, I know y'all done heard about this shit. I'm just wondering the same thing as everybody. Why would you do that? Check this out. Ain't nobody got time for that. Megan Thee Stallion confirms a split with Klay Thompson after cheating allegations. I need a real break. So let's keep it real. Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson are done. And Megan made it clear. Cheating plus mood swings plus confusion about monogamy equal bye. What the hell? She got money, she got looks, she got a career. I don't know what the fuck you are. You kind of look like Drake to me with just too much damn brow. Woo! And less eyebrows though. Yeah, you kind of Neanderthal looking. Anyways, good for her because she said straight up, trust matters, respect matters, the loyalty is not an optional. And apparently he wasn't delivering. Now this relationship looked cute on the outside, vacations, red carpets, courtside moments. She even had this man smiling like he found peace. But behind the scenes, that was a different story. And I'm glad she said it publicly because too many women stay quiet just to keep the image. Megan said, I choose me. And that's the kind of energy we're carrying. No confusion, no begging, no negotiating basic respect. I respect that about her. I'm still not really a fan, but I respect that about her. Now we're gonna move on into this next story. This is more of a health one, and I personally am very invested into it. So let's do it. Shit, I I didn't have enough time. Anyways, experts on why the mental load of infertility hits Black women so hard and what can help. So this is going to be handled with care. Infertility is already emotionally draining, but for Black women, it hits different. We're talking higher infertility rates, less access to quality care, doctors not listening. I got a phone call to make tomorrow, being dismissed during appointments, and on top of that, the pressure to stay strong, to not complain, to not show pain. We're women, damn it, we're soft. We get to be soft. To act like everything is fine. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, it's a cycle of hope, waiting, disappointment, repeat over and over. And what kind of emotional roller coaster? It wears on you. Shit, that kind of roller coaster wears on you. I said the word wrong. God dang it. One expert said something that stuck with me. The fatigue is real because it's not just physical. It's mental, emotional, and spiritual. And a lot of women feel like they have to go through it alone. So let me say this clearly. You're allowed to talk about it. You're allowed to ask questions. Oh, thank you. Okay, good luck with your phone call. What phone call? Oh yeah, the phone call for tomorrow. Yeah, girl, I be forgetting shit sometimes. Yeah, I gotta make that phone call. I thought you, because sometimes you go on a phone call. Anyways, you're allowed to talk about it. You're allowed to ask questions. You're allowed to switch doctors, and you're allowed to feel everything. And most importantly, you are not broken. I'm going to have to go call VA2 to see if they can do something as well. Because if they don't listen to me, damn it, I need to go somewhere else. You're not broken. Your body is not the enemy. And support matters more than silence. I know that damn well is right. Anyways, we gonna move on to this next story, and then we hitting the palate cleanser, and then we done. Then I gotta go find another carrier because I am not sitting up here rushing Monday through what you call it, Monday through Thursday news in 2 hours. Fuck that shit. It'll never happen. Anyway, star Black OBGYN says fibroids are never too large for me. At least we got somebody advocating for us. This is a medical story with a win for Black women. Let me introduce you to Pierre Johnson, also known as the fibroid slayer. And baby, he earned that name. I wouldn't carry it, but he earned it. This man removed a 27-pound fibroid from a woman who was 17 weeks pregnant. Yeesh. Without removing her uterus and without ending the pregnancy. Meanwhile, other doctors told her, yeah, we're going to have to take everything. So basically, give up the baby and her ability to have more kids. Dr. Johnson said, or we could actually try. And he did. The fibroid was attached by a stalk, meaning he could remove it without disturbing the baby. Hallelujah. And he pulled it off successfully. Now let's talk about the part people don't always say out loud. Black women are more likely to have fibroids. I just had one removed. More likely to be dismissed. I'm currently fighting. And more likely to get extreme recommendations instead of options. And Dr. Johnson even said racial bias likely played a role in other doctors that didn't. Yes, yes. And let me see here now. And where was I? Oh yes. And racial bias likely played a role in why other doctors didn't want to touch the case. That part. And here's a stat that hits. Here's another stat that hits. Less than 6% of doctors in the US are Black. So when you find one like Mr. Pierre, I will be looking for him if I need him. Uh so when you find one, listen, fight for you. When you find one who will listen, fight for you, and take on the hard cases, that matters. And I love that he's also educating people, telling patients, ask questions, get second opinions. Don't settle for one answer because your body deserves effort, not short cases. That's what I'm talking about. God dang it. That's what we're talking about. That is phenomenal. Girl, 27 pounds. That is a child. And that's a twin. That's twins. God dang. and did not mess with the baby at all. Didn't mess with her reproductive. She can have more kids if she chooses to do. That's what I'm talking about. But anyways, now it's time for the time where I get really nervous, and y'all should be nervous too. The time where we realize that we don't have a president in office. We have an orangutan, and his minions are listening to him. Let's talk about these goddamn animals, shall we? Because these motherfuckers, they doing shit, and I don't trust them. So let's hit this next story. Because these animals, they doing shit. Nashville Animal Control captures escaped emu. What the hell is up with these emus? And as I said, look at this motherfucker. He's eyes and a mouth. That's what he is. Eyes and a mouth. He got lashes on flick, whatever the fuck that means. And he's a mouth. It's a mouth. Okay? So what is the draw to these motherfuckers? You better be eating these bastards because nothing's cute about this. All right. Here we go. A whole emu. Yes, that big ass bird. His name is Picasso. Why? He escaped in Tennessee. Yeah, like he really was supposed to be in Tennessee, y'all. Like, yeah, okay. Tennessee is his natural habitat. Really? Whoo! I can't believe people eat. You gotta do something, cause ain't no way you cuddling up to this bastard in your house. You ain't playing fetch with this. Anyways, it escaped in Tennessee and went on a little adventure. Why the fuck is he in Tennessee? And I'm not talking about a quick step outside. This bird said, I'm going a mile down the road, just roaming, living life, probably judging humans. With a face like that, I bet you do. Now animals control eventually caught her. Okay, it's a girl. Why the fuck is it a girl named Picasso? What the fuck are y'all doing now? The bird's name is Picasso, and it's a girl. Okay, I can't stand y'all people. I can't. They even put her in a special trailer, fed her fruits and veggies, basically treated her like a VIP fugitive. And the reason she escaped, a gate latch broke. See, this is why I don't trust animals with long legs and attitudes. Because the second they get a chance, they gone. And this motherfucker came back with a damn brunch. The hell? But they also gave a little warning because she's fine. She's well cared for. I don't know why you have her at all. If you gonna own an exotic animal, please do your research because an emu is not a part-time pet. This motherfucker is a whole personality and eyes and a mouth. That's all I got to say. Okay, I'll add the damn lashes, but damn it, this motherfucker here. What do you want with this thing? What is it that you really draws your ass to it? But we're not done. Here's some more shit because we're going back to that god awful state that damn cancerous peen. You already know. This bastard here. Let's check this shit up. Police wrangle alligator in a Florida parking lot. Where the fuck is he going? What parking lot is this? Is it a food parking lot? Is it a construction parking lot? Now we really got to dig in. This motherfucker is up to something. I need to know. So, let's check this one out because police in West Palm Beach had to handle an alligator just chilling in a parking lot like it was waiting for a ride. It probably was. That was probably, maybe it was turning tricks. I don't know. One officer said, let me tap it on the nose real quick. Sir, why? Why would you do that? Man, where the hell is my... You ignorant. Where is my other one? Where is it? Where is it? It was at that moment. Man, I need it. I need it because you are an idiot. Why would you go tap that motherfucker on the nose? There it is. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. You dumb motherfucker. You gonna tap it on his nose. That motherfucker can move. You need to watch nature shows. Shit. Now, eventually they secured it, taped the mouth, the jaws, got back up, and transported it safely. But the real story is the caption they posted. Our officers never know what they'll show up to next. And honestly, That's the most accurate statement I've heard all fucking day. This is just ridiculous. Y'all ignorant bastards. Why did you tap it on the nose? Because Florida be like gators in parking lots, snakes in toilets, and people wrestling wildlife for no damn reason at all. It needs to be cut off. I'm telling you. If a cancerous peen, cut that bitch off and send it away. I don't care if my aunt is on that bitch. My cousin and my niece can come, but that motherfucker need to go into the ocean and float away. And we're just supposed to accept this like it's normal. Absolutely not. None of this shit is normal. Why are you sitting up there tapping these motherfuckers on the nose? Why was he in a parking lot? I want to know which parking lot he was in. Seriously. Because I need to know when to avoid this shit. You feel me? I'm just saying. Now, I would have had time to, do a dragon fashion show, but I'm nervous with the time way. I'm getting this for free. So until I find a new one, which will have to be done before Thursday, because that's gonna be a heavy ass bunch of stories. I'll holler at y'all later. Thank y'all so much for coming. If not for y'all, I would be nothing. Please like and subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to build a community here so we can actually get together and talk about this insanity. And with that, I'm just going to say good night. I love y'all and take care. I'll see you on Thursday. I keep saying Wednesday, but I'll see you on Thursday. Bye bye.